Hello guys, today, I'm not here to tell you, like other influencers or speakers, to just watch movies, listen to commentary, or read news, and boom, you'll suddenly speak English confidently. No. I've tried all that. And honestly, that advice made me feel worse sometimes. What you're about to hear, isn't a list of quick tips. It's my actual story. Messy, embarrassing, full of moments I wanted to quit. And this is also the first part of a complete series I'm making, where I'll walk you through how I actually learned to speak English with confidence, step by step, without skipping the ugly parts. Welcome to the first episode of How to Speak English Confidently. Today I will tell you that how my English practice journey began, and changed me. If you have any questions, you can comment, I will answer them to help you. So, let me tell you about something personal, something I don't share with just anyone. For years, I was really sure I'd never speak English in front of people, not on a stage, not in a work meeting, not even with my friends. If you've ever felt like there's a giant wall stopping you from speaking, like your words just won't come out, then you might get what I'm about to tell you. This is my story, painful, messy, and full of times that I wanted to just give up everything and hide somewhere. I used to watch people who spoke English like it was the easiest thing ever. They'd stand tall, flash a big smile, and their words would flow out so clear and confident. I'd just sit there, staring, thinking, how do they do it? Were they born with that kind of confidence? They looked so perfect, professional, polished, like they were made to talk in front of crowds. Me? I felt like I was missing something. Maybe it was their voice, their looks, or some natural charm I just didn't have. I really thought you needed those things to speak English well. If you've ever worried that people will laugh at you, judge you, or think you're not good enough when you try to speak, you know how heavy that feels. It's like a knot in your stomach, a weight on your chest. For me, it was this mix of fear, self-doubt, and sometimes this overwhelming feeling that I'd mess up no matter what. I know I'm not alone. Tons of people feel that same struggle, whether it's shyness, hesitation, or just not knowing how to start. I'd spend hours scrolling through motivational videos online, hoping for a burst of courage. I'd tell myself, okay, today's the day I'll feel ready to try. But instead, I'd end up feeling worse. Those people in the videos stood so straight, spoke so smoothly, like they never second-guessed themselves. I thought, of course they're confident. They look like they belong there. It felt like they had some secret I could never unlock. I started to believe confidence was something you're born with, like a gift. And if you didn't have it, you stayed quiet. You stayed small. You stayed out of the way. Those thoughts were enough to keep me stuck, like my feet were glued to the ground, not even trying. But I did try. I tried so hard, even when it felt like I was fighting a losing battle. I signed up for speaking classes, thinking, this is it, this will fix me. I even paid for coaches, hoping they'd somehow make me confident overnight. I sat in rooms with other people practicing English, but most of the time, I couldn't bring myself to speak. My mouth felt locked shut. Every time I thought about saying something, my heart would start racing, my hands would get shaky, and my mind would go completely blank. No words, just this heavy feeling of, I can't do this. I remember one moment that still hurts to think about. In a class, the teacher asked me a simple question in English, something easy, like, what's your favorite food? Everyone turned to look at me, waiting. For 5 seconds, I just sat there, my heart pounding so hard I thought the whole room could hear it. My throat was so dry I couldn't even swallow. I shook my head and said nothing. I went home that day feeling like I'd let myself down, thinking, maybe English just isn't for me. That moment made me feel so small, like I was fading away. And look, I'm not here to tell you, like some other YouTuber, to just watch cricket commentary or movie dialogues or do this or that to magically get better. I tried all that stuff. I watched cricket matches, news anchors, Hollywood movies, thinking I'd pick up something useful. But it was too much. They spoke so fast, used words I'd never heard before. I'd think, if this is what speaking English is supposed to be like, I'll never get there. It's impossible. Every time I tried and failed, that heavy feeling got worse. Every time I stayed quiet, the doubt grew bigger, like a wall I couldn't break through. For years, I was convinced my problem was my English. I thought my grammar wasn't good enough, my vocabulary was too small. I kept telling myself, if I just learn more words, I'll be fine. But that wasn't it at all. The truth was, my problem wasn't my English. My grammar was okay. I knew enough words to get by. The real problem was this mix of fear and self-doubt holding me back, the worry about being judged, sounding stupid, or just not being good enough. It was the racing heart, the shaky hands, the feeling like I'd choke on my own words. That's what stopped me, and I know so many people feel something like that, whether it's fear, shyness, or just feeling stuck. Here's what I learned the hard way: no amount of watching commentary, no podcasts, no long lists of fancy words will help if you don't face that fear or doubt head-on. It's not about your English skills, it's about that feeling that keeps you from speaking. And until you push through it, you'll keep avoiding the one thing that builds confidence: actually speaking. You have to open your mouth and say something, even when it feels hard. The day things started to change wasn't some big, movie-like moment. It wasn't like I woke up and suddenly felt like a pro. It was messier, quieter, and honestly, kind of scary. I got tired of waiting to feel ready. I kept thinking, one day, I'll wake up confident, and then I'll speak. But that day never came. Then it hit me: confidence doesn't come first. You speak, even with the doubt, and then the confidence starts to show up. So, I started small. Really small. One day, I said a single sentence in English to a shopkeeper: "Just, can you make it quick?" My voice was shaky, but I did it. And you know what? The world didn't fall apart. I felt this tiny spark, like I'd pushed back against that heavy feeling just a little. Another time, I recorded myself speaking for 30 seconds on my phone. I didn't judge it or tear myself apart. I just listened, even though I was nervous about hearing my own voice. Slowly, I started making eye contact when I spoke, even if my hands were trembling. There was this one moment I'll never forget. I was at a small shop, and without thinking too hard, I said, "Thank you, keep the change." Just 3 words. That doubt was still there, telling me I'd mess up, but I did it. For the first time, I felt okay. Like I'd survived something. It wasn't a huge win, but it was mine. I stopped expecting that fear or doubt to disappear completely. Maybe it'll always be there a little, and that's okay. I learned I could train myself to speak through it, like working out a muscle. It's not easy, it's still hard sometimes. But each time I pushed myself, even just a tiny bit, that heavy feeling got a little lighter. It didn't vanish, but it wasn't running the show anymore. If you're sitting there right now, thinking you'll never speak English in front of people because you feel too shy, too scared, or just not good enough, I'm telling you, you're not alone. It's not just you. That fear, that doubt, that hesitation, it's something so many of us deal with. And for a lot of us, it's not just hesitation, it's anxiety, that overwhelming, heart-pounding feeling that makes you feel like you're facing a lion when you're just trying to say a sentence. Anxiety is real, it's tough, and it's something millions of people fight when they try to speak. It's not about your accent, your looks, or how many words you know. It's about that feeling holding you back. But here's the good news: you can train it to get smaller. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Take one tiny step today. Say one sentence to someone safe, even if it feels awkward. Record yourself speaking and listen without being hard on yourself. Look someone in the eye when you talk, even if your voice shakes. That's how you begin. In my next episode, I'll tell you about the first time I spoke in front of strangers. My hands were ice cold, my voice was wobbling, and my brain was screaming at me to run. But that moment changed everything. I'll show you how I trained myself to keep speaking, even with the doubt and anxiety trying to stop me, and how you can make confidence a habit, not just something you wish for.